Okay, everybody, how's it going? So today, I'm making a video. It's been a little while, and I apologize for that, but it being the off season, I'm busy with a lot of other things, and now that ski season is started back up and we're getting close to winter, I'm going to start posting again, and I'm going to try to be consistent. So today is Sunday, November 16th, and yesterday, November 15th, the first New York ski area, Whiteface Mountain, opened. And I did not have a chance to get there, but I will be skiing next weekend, probably at Bel Air Mountain, which is closer to me. But if not, I will be going to Whiteface or Gore if Bel Air isn't able to open. And also earlier in the week, I believe it was November 12th, on Wednesday, Killington Mountain opened. So the East is fired up, and I can't wait to go skiing. So another nice early start. 2 weekends before Thanksgiving, the East is open, which is always pretty good. So today, as you can see from the title, the main focus of my video is it's a new year, and I got some new skis to talk about. So on the right here, you'll see a pair of Head Super Shape E-Rallies, which I picked up a couple months ago. And then there's a pair of Blizzard Thunderbird TIs that my dad picked up also a few months ago. So I wanted to go over both of them, the main differences, and the main differences that I've felt skiing on them, the couple runs I've skied, and then also the construction differences. So the couple runs I've skied that I'm talking about was at the indoor ski area, the Big Snow American Dream, down in New Jersey, right next to MetLife Stadium. I guess we can get right into it here, talking about the skis. So first, I will start with the heads. I paid around $1,100 for these skis. They're brand new 2026 versions. And I bought them from a ski shop up in Lake Placid. So they come with the bindings on them, the integrated binding systems. These are a 177 length, as you can see, and they're 15.3 radius. And they're 128 up in the tips, 78 in the mid, and they are 112 in the tails. I have these Tyrolia Protector PR11s. You can't see the 11 there, but they are 11s. So they go up to 11 in DIN. They do have a 13, which I don't need because I never ever have my DINs on 13, let alone 11. I believe I have them on, what do I have them on? I have them on 7 right now, which is usually where I like to ski. But what is cool about these bindings is, so on standard all bindings, you have a rear DIN setting and you have a front DIN setting. Now on these, you have a DIN setting down here. And what I'm referring to when I say that is what Head calls the full heel release technology, FHR. Also, on these you have no tail rocker, and you have a lot of camber underfoot, and you have a little bit of tip rocker in these, which obviously in a ski that's designed to carve like this, obviously rocker is not something that you're going to be looking for a whole lot. You're looking for more camber to give you the power that you need. So I couldn't find an exact weight on these 177s, but they are 2,408 grams in a 170. And like I said, I couldn't find an exact with the 177, but in the 170 without a binding, they are 2,408 grams, which is fairly heavy, but obviously with a ski like this, you don't expect it to be light. As the EMC technology, which again is the energy management circuit. And what that does is it helps absorb negative vibrations in the ski, which I will say, the little bit I have skied these skis, I can tell you that they are very damp and they ski very nice and smooth. They also have 2 sheets of metal underfoot, which obviously adds to the weight factor, and they are heavier skis, but also makes them super, super damp. They also have a cross-force carbon construction, which removes the top sheet of the ski under the binding, and then the binding is mounted right to the carbon wrap, which also helps with dampening. So there's a lot going on in here with dampening, because that's really what this is about. This is a ski that you're going to ski at high speeds. Once I can get on the snow next weekend, I will do a full on snow review of these. So this is a Blizzard. Some people say Blizzard, however you want to call it. This is a Thunderbird TI. And so we're going to look at this here. They are 175 in length. They have a 15-meter radius. They are 125 in the tips, up there in the tips. They are 76 in the mid, and they are 105 105 in the tail. So obviously, a slightly smaller radius in the heads, not by much, and a little bit skinnier all throughout, just a little bit. So these have a true blend wood core. Videos I've seen online say that helps with pop, especially in the midsection of the ski. And I felt that when you're transitioning from turn to turn on this ski, they have a lot more up and down pop than these, which these are a lot more damp, which the heads will throw you into the next turn, but you have to work for it a little more. These, if you want to get a little hop in your step between the turns, there's no problem. There's plenty of flex there. They also will punch you into the next turn side to side like these will, but they're just not quite as powerful. They're more up and down. They have more up and down pop, which, depending how you like to ski, can be very fun, which I enjoyed it when I skied these blizzards. A little bit of pop in between turns. They felt a little more less aggressive and a lot less demanding than the heads. These have a single sheet of metal in them, these blizzards, which obviously compared to the heads have two. So the blizzards are going to be a lot lighter, and I have the measurements here. So in a 170, they are 1,660 grams without a binding. And obviously the heads were 2,408 grams in the 170. And in this 175, we are coming in at 1,740 grams. So obviously you've got, what would that be there? You got 748 gram difference in the 170s. Between these two skis for a single ski. So that's quite the weight difference. So obviously that tells you why the head is going to be a lot more damp and smoother than this blizzard. But this blizzard is also, in my opinion, going to be a more all mountain capable ski. Like this head, you're probably not going to want to take it in the glades and the trees, and you're probably not going to be too eager to take it in the moguls unless it's all you have to pick from. Now this blizzard, I'm looking forward to take this in the moguls because I think it will perform well, and probably not something I'm going to want to take in the trees, especially if there's fresh snow. I have wider skis for that. But in general, I think that the blizzard would be a more versatile ski overall. But I think the head has better performance by far on a groomed run, especially on ice, because of the weight and the dampening, and they definitely have better edge hold. But it depends what you're looking to do with the ski overall. If you're the reason, so obviously I bought these, my dad bought these. My dad is a much less aggressive skier than I am. So when I go out on a ski like this and I'm looking to carve, I'm gonna go full on, as fast as I possibly can. I'm going to lay my edges in as hard as I can. My dad wants something where, don't take as much effort to always ski. Like these heads, at slow speeds, they're going to be very hooky. And what I mean by that is they're always going to want to turn on edge. So when you're skiing at slow speed, sometimes it's hard to really just ski in a straight line with these skis at a slow speed, because what they want to do is they want to be turning. These, you can kind of tell them what to do a little more. They don't have as much of a mind of their own, if you know what I mean. So, those are the main difference in them there. These are much lighter. In my opinion, they're more versatile, and they're much easier to ski. And these are a much more high-performance ski, but they're more focused on just one thing, which is just groomed runs as fast as you can, as much edge angle as you can get, which for me is perfectly fine because I have other skis. I have a Blizzard Rustler 9 that I ski, and then I have a pair of older Atomic Twin Tips. So when it's softer or there's fresh snow, I'm looking to do something a little different. I have other skis than this, but first thing in the morning when there's groomed runs or when it's super icy out like it always is in the East Coast here, these are what I'm going to go for. So, that's basically the main differences. That's the main construction differences, the performance differences in these skis. So I look forward to getting on these more next weekend and obviously the rest of the year. And I will do some more in-depth talking about these skis when I can. Next weekend I'm going to get on snow. I'm going to get the GoPro in my head and hopefully make some good footage for you guys. As the season goes, I'm going to do some shorts and some longer form videos also. I'm planning to go back out to Montana this year and probably Wyoming. I'm going to ski Bridger Bowl, Big Sky, Grand Targhee again, and possibly Jackson Hole. And then I'm also looking at a couple ski areas I might go to. I might go to the Arizona Snow Bowl, or I might go to another ski area in Nevada, which is about 45 minutes outside of Las Vegas, which I can't think of off the top of my head right now, but I do want to maybe check that out while I'm out there. So anyways, if you like this video, like and subscribe, and follow along for more. I look forward to making more, and I hope this will be the best season yet. Thanks.